Hi, Retro25 with a Transformers update review. Like I say, Transformers Prime. There isn't the reason why I'm doing this double parter is because I thought the last week episode Legacy didn't explain enough for me, and with now what we've got from this episode Alpha Omega is something that I can actually build up a video upon. So I don't know how long this video will be. I'm hoping to be a good 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. But yeah, that's basically it. The first thing I want to say is Legacy starts off with smoke screen driving out in the desert and being nearly running into a pedestrian in a semi-truck, and well, not semi-truck, like a pickup, like, you know, I'm thinking one of these things like Generations Cup is based off of. The driver gets out very angry and Bumblebee tries and stops him. When the driver of the human is saying, "Come on, I'm going to just break your legs," you know, basically just like that. There's just not enough there from the beginning, and Bumblebee, and he takes the picture. Then Prime turns around and says, basically, we're all to blame. We're forgetting, too busy focusing on the relics when we've got a new recruit who's got no experience whatsoever in Earth. He's picked a vehicle mode that is flashy and showing off where they're based in is a quiet backwater town, Jasper Nirvana, as they call it. I think that's right pronunciation. But yeah, it's just like that. So Prime puts Jack in charge of Smokescreen, and they just go around and starts training him on the roadside. Then Jack's rival from school, from Speed Metal, I think it was. He hates Jack with all his heart for some reason. We don't know why. He's just the local school bully, and he just chucks a cheeseburger at Smokescreen, and Smokescreen put food all over the bully's car. Vince's, that's it, Vince. It was on the tip of my tongue. So there was a new Soundwave located the coordinates of the next relic, and Megatron had a plan of action to misguide the Autobots with an old relic case, and all the Autobots went out. Even Bulkhead looks like he's ready for action again. So yeah, but Megatron had other plans. He used Soundwave and is empty tracking beacon of the old cylinder of one of the relics to hide, well, not exactly hide, mislead the Autobots from the actual real target, which was in like a rock structure. And it turns out, another quote, the Star Saber from Transformers Victory, another series that I liked, but it was more generally towards Transformers Armadas, that the Star Saber was actually a sword. And we find out a name of a new prime from the 13 prime, so basically they're going off the original 13, what he says. Because I know, to my knowledge, there's only Prime. No, first there was Primus, which is the creator. Then he made the 13. He made Primer, Vector Prime, Nova Prime. Now another Prime's name has been answered, Solus Prime. He made the Star Saber. Nova Prime is basically the Fallen, if you haven't realised. But if you know any of the other names of the other primes, please comment below. So, Smokescreen, Ratchet gets tells Smokescreen tells Ratchet they're the only one that available to go after the second icon relic. And Ratchet says, I stay here and monitor basically, and try and get in touch with Prime. But the Megatron's plan is trying to scramble all their systems while they're out on the mission, trying to locate the first icon beacon, which is connected to Soundwave. Then Smokescreen sneaks Jack with him, and if it weren't for Smokescreen tells him about the Star Saber, and basically Megatron no one can touch the Star Saber or get it out this embedded piece of rock. So Megatron tries and removes the mountain. So yeah, he says it only responds to a prime. So Smokescreen tries and gets it and takes it, and it didn't respond to him either. Like I say, it only responds to a prime. He gets shot in the back, captured, and the Insecticon drone tries to locate Jack, and Jack manages to call the base and says it's the Star Sib, and then Ratchet quickly teleports himself to where the Autobots are with Prime, RCB and Bulkhead are. And then suddenly they go into a battle where it was mainly a distraction. So Prime will drive, he ends up defying laws of gravity by climbing up the mountain and then transforming and driving up as it was flying up parts of it, and some really good action in it. I really did like that. Megatron goes after him. telling the Decepticons they can't let Prime get to the Star Saber. And he ends up getting the Star Saber by his hand just in time, and slips and falls to the ground, picks up, stands up, and Megatron contacts the Nemesis to drop the mountain that had the Star Saber on him to come down, and he slices it like it was a hot knife through butter. Then at the end, they all come to the Autobots base with the Star Saber, and saying that bollocking Smokescreen for nearly endangering Jack's life, and he ends up putting the sword in front of his face, and he ends up getting a message from Alpha Trion, and this is where I felt, yeah, it needs a bit more explaining to. So, the message from the Star Saber is embedded from Alpha Trion, and the message is, and Alpha Trion is played by Mr. Sulu from the original G1 of Star Trek, back in the days of Chekhov and Captain Kirk and Mr. Spock, Lemon Nimoy and all, William Shatner, that cast. Mr. Sulu is doing a lot of TV shows now and doing a lot of voice acting. Excuse me. Yeah. And the next, he explains to Prime that he's sending out the 4 most dangerous and powerful icon relics that he's going to send out now. And they're called the Omega Keys. And he explained to him that it's a power that can reactivate Cybertron to its full glory. And so we found out Megatron also says, right, now that Prime's got the Star Saber, we're at our darkest hour. So he comes up with a plan, and he finds out he has another space bridge. So I'm just thinking, what happened to the space bridge in the third episode of Orion Pass, because that wasn't destroyed. It was hidden. There's another one hidden behind the dark of the moon. Can we all give ourselves a clap what reference that is coming from? Yeah. And Dreadwing and Megatron go to Cybertron to Chaos and find the tomb of Nova Prime, basically the fallen. End up opening it and chopping off something because he has a plan. And he ends up going back to the Nemesis, finding out the item that he's took from Nova Prime was his arm. I think it's the left arm, his cannon arm, what he used for his cannon. Megatron asks Knockout to operate on him to put the power of Nova Prime onto his arm. So there we go. He ends up doing. He even asks him to leave him conscious while doing it. How much of a bloody... How much pain can this Megatron go through? Because he's gone through pretty a lot, and he's pretty much of a badass, I have to say. He's one of the best Megatrons ever, even though he's done by Frank Walker from a G1. I'd say no one could actually make this Megatron upwork than other than Frank Walker, because he is such a warlord, and he's pure, I don't know a right word for it. He's pure soldier and pure a force to be reckoned with. He's getting like powers, more ambitions more than Unicron. I'd be more scared of Megatron than Unicron in this series, even though Unicron only appeared for 4 to 5 episodes in the first season, but that's another story. Yeah, so he ends up getting the second relic, which was the forging arm, the Prime's forging armor, and he awaits the powers of the Prime. And he composes himself a sword. The Energon, the Dark Energon Star Saber, comprised of Dark Energon. The first Omega key was in a pyramid in ancient Egypt, and they all thought it was like a gift from the gods. And RC and Small Screen go away and try and relieve this first Omega key. When they get it, it turns out that Megatron was waiting out, not knowing what treasure. He even says, what manner of treasure as Icon delivered to me now. He starts attacking RC and Small Screen without breaking a sweat, even trying. He did it like that. So, yeah. Seems like Small Screen was destroyed in his attack. Then RC felt guilty, like she's lost a partner again, and it is her fault. And he says, I could kill you now, but I need you to deliver a message to Prime if he wants this item to come and take it. And basically we get into a basic Transformers Prime battle between Prime and Megatron. A well choreographed, fully on pure action, violent, cartoon violent action fights in between the Dark Saber and the Star Saber. And guess what happens? Prime Star Saber ends up being shattered. But luckily, at the end of the day, Smokescreen appears. Turns out he never gave back the phase shifter. So, yeah. He never gave back this phase shifter. He got the relic and they both bridged back to the base, and that's the end of the episode. The episode was very good. I say both episodes were good, but I couldn't have done the episodes on their own. I think they needed to be together for the next one together. There's 5 more episodes to go. It's all about, these last 5 episodes are all about the relics. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be doing a joint one together, or I will do the separate ones, because I think that will be better to do separate ones. But at the end of this video, the Prime reviews, I've got some plans to do. First one, Was Shop 23 did a collaboration video of what's your favourite Transformer piece, and you had to do it for 2 minutes, send the video back, and I'll give down my email address just down there under the prescription bar, you know, in the contents, and send me a 2-minute video, and I want to know your worst Transformers piece, your worst one that you wanted for the nostalgic, because you're a collector, but it's one that you could have waited till last. For 2 minutes, I want to know why, and just show me the toy. Second thing is, yeah, Christmas is coming up. I am going to be doing a giveaway at Christmas, and it's going to be Beauticus, the Generations Beauticus. If I'm going to be ordering 2 Beauticuses, well 3. Well, I'm going to try and order 3, 1 for myself and 2 to give away. And also, I'm going to do a question and answer video. The question and answers video I want to hopefully do straight after the Prime reviews. So you got about 5-6 weeks for the Prime video, question and answers video. So please give me question and answers from a private Yahoo. I mean, not Yahoo. Please send me private messages through to my Facebook if you're a friend on Facebook, and private messaging through YouTube. Like, I will not do anything dirty. I will answer any question within reason. If it's anime, Transformers, Power Rangers, I'm not too knowledgeable on Kamen Rider, but I will try and answer my best on Kamen Rider Dragon Knight, which is the one I'm watching. I'm watching a bit of Super Sentai, but I'll try and answer the best ones, the